G'day and welcome to another edition of the Aussie Ideas Man. I'm going to review the June update that the cretin has done because I believe that it is a load of garbage. He's selling the snake oil every bit as much as he ever has, and there's no basis in logic for it. I watched the June update and was disappointed in how little was done. After seeing the whole thing, I thought they had a nerve just to even call it an update and pretend that things were going well. So then the cretin does his review of it, and all he does is pretend even more that things are going well. He does not see, or refuses to see, that things are moving at a snail's pace, and that the amount of movement and the amount of incorrect procedures indicates that they're not really making something that's going to go to production. They're just buying time. Anyway, somebody has just recently said that I should not say any more because everybody can tell that it's rubbish. But because so many pro Aptera videos come out, I feel a little obligated to have some extra perception into what's going on, an alternate view, even if it's just to educate people on YouTube. There are my crows squawking again. No, not just to educate people on YouTube, even if it's just to entertain people on YouTube. So let's see how we get going. Thanks to Aptera Owners Club for the source material.
Hello everyone, it's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. So today, Aptera put out their June 2024 update, and Steve Fambro is the spokesperson this month, which I think is great. Chris obviously does a great job, but Steve kind of gives a more technical feel, and I kind of enjoy that too. So let's watch this together, and I'll give you my comments on it.
First of all, I'd like to say they position Steve in a way that actually looks impressive to people that don't have much between their ears. So they've got this display that they brought over from France sitting there that's just there to do nothing except impress people. And they've got almost their big sign in the background as well. These things are just made to look impressive. He could have been sitting at his desk or something, but no, they are polished. They know how to fool the gullible in every way possible. So here he is standing in the plumb position to fool the gullible.
Hi, Aptera fans. Steve here. We've been thrilled with the progress the team has made in the past month. Let's talk about some of the big milestones we're making on our production intent vehicles, which are the vehicles used for validation and testing of the production design. Earlier this month, we shared the latest on our battery module validation. Tim Vaughn reported that our modules passed accelerated life cycle testing on the shock table at a local laboratory. And since then, we've assembled the rest of the modules and completed laser welding.
So here we go. A lot of people complained, oh, Aptera is not building their modules. They made this one module for testing, and they don't even have modules built for the PI vehicles. Well, here you are. We can clearly see at least 5 of them.
That 5 is so that they can actually put them in one vehicle. It takes 6 together to make one vehicle move. So, yes, if he's going to make one, he needs to make the other 5 as well. Otherwise, his one has no purpose whatsoever. This is a long stretch to say this is proving that they're doing any volume production of these things. It's not. These are handmade. They should be made on a production line by now. So he's making a silk purse out of a sow's ear if he's claiming that things are on the go.
And you can see that the tabs are welded down, and these look like they're ready to go. So I think there's some footage in here that will put to rest some of the things that the naysayers have been saying about Aptera.
I'll be looking for that footage.
For PI2. Let's quickly cover the differences between PI1 and PI2. PI1 is our wire harness test mule used.
Okay.
I'm going to have a good close look at this because this is the one that they had on April 2nd, I think. I'm pretty sure it arrived April Fool's Day, which is apt. So since April 2nd, it's now end of June, 3 months. In almost 3 months, this is what they've got done. Now, this was supposed to not only test to see if the Yazaki wiring harness fit properly into the body, but it was also to see that all the other internal cabin components would fit. In 3 months, they've done jack all, really. And looking at this, you can tell all of this stuff here, that would stop you from putting your feet down, I would think, to be in the way of the bottom half of your legs. It's not even installed.
Okay, so here's the wire harness test mule. Remember, they got this about a month ago, and
3
there
months.
have been complaints like, oh, there's been not a single picture about with the wiring harnesses or the wiring in the vehicle. It's just been sitting around. They haven't been doing anything. Well, we're about to see a lot of pictures of wires in the wiring harness mule, and so they have definitely been working on it. You can see here the air handlers in here and some other things.
For fitment validation and cable measurements, while PI2 will be the first of a series of driving vehicles. Now, most of the progress that you'll see today will be for PI2.
I'll just pause here to say also, if you were going to have something to check that the Yazaki wiring harness fitted, you would have to have the motors attached, because the main wiring in the whole vehicle is to the motors. You need more than just the body shell. You need everything so that the motors have both high voltage and other wires going out to them. Remember, the wheel pants have lights on them that are electric and need smaller wires going to them. These are all part of the wiring harness, the complete kit. So even saying that they only need this body part and not the extensions is nonsense. It's only to fool the gullible. But let's look further on as to whether they've even got a Yazaki harness to use.
Okay, so we know now the PI2 should be a drivable vehicle. Now, I suspect PI2 is going to be kind of like beta, an ugly drivable vehicle. I don't think it's going to look pretty and have all the things. It's probably just going to be fairly bare bones looking, is my guess. But I guess that remains to be seen. But I'm pretty sure that that's what it's going to be.
Which we're excited to begin testing in real-world locations soon. Let's check out some of the work that PI1 has allowed our team to accomplish.
Have a look at this. This little wiring spool, I guess that's what Yazaki sent over from Japan. You can buy it in a hardware store or any small electrical outlet. It's a thin wire on a spool and tape to tape it up with. And they're filming this girl doing this. This could have been done in the first 30 minutes of it being unboxed on April 2nd, I think it was. That's all from me. Bye for now. Stay safe.